What happens when two totally different kinds of comedy go head-to-head in a massive, high-stakes final? Well, we're going to look at a single night that didn't just crown a winner. It might have just defined the future of Indian stand-up and, launched an absolute megastar.
So this was the host's opening line for the Comedy Circus Superstar finale. No pressure, right? You could just feel the energy in that sentence. This wasn't just another show. It was being set up as the ultimate battle for the soul of Indian comedy. This was the big one.
Okay, so the stage is set, and look what's on the line. A huge 10 lakh rupees, a trophy, and of course, the title of comedy's biggest superstar. It's down to two teams, with one last shot to win it all.
And here are our fighters. On one side, you've got Kapil Sharma and Parvathy, the chameleons. These two are masters of character comedy, just unbelievable versatility. And on the other side, we have Krishna Abhishek and Sudesh Larry, the satirists, who are famous for their razor-sharp political and social jokes. It's a classic clash of styles, and the big question was, which one is going to come out on top? All right, so first up to the plate were the satirists, Krishna and Sudesh. And man, they came out swinging with a concept that was super audacious and definitely politically charged. They went for a complete historical reversal. I mean, the premise here was just brilliant in its audacity. They totally flipped history on its head. Indian policemen had captured the British and made them their slaves. And this kind of role reversal was like the perfect setup for their signature style, mixing that biting satire with a really strong dose of national pride. And this line right here, this punchline, is a perfect example of what made them so good. See, on the surface, it's a funny line that totally fits the scene. But if you dig a little deeper, bam, it's a sharp jab at contemporary Indian politics. It didn't just get a laugh, it made you think. So how did the judges take it? Well, they got a really strong score, 18 out of 20. The judges loved the concept and the performance, but they did say, the script could have been just a little bit tighter. A great start for sure, but it definitely left the door open for their competition. Okay, so with the bar set pretty high, it was now the chameleon's turn. And Kapil Sharma, well, he went in a totally different direction. Instead of one big concept, he picked a format that would let him do what he does best, become a whole bunch of different people. See, his whole act was a parody of a super popular talent show. And that was just a genius move, because it gave him the perfect platform to bring out this parade of wildly different contestants. And yeah, he played all of them. And what a parade it was. I mean, get this, in just one 6-minute act, Kapil goes from being this bumbling, blind sharpshooter to a hilariously nosy and inappropriate grandma, and then boom, he transforms again into a sword swallower from Jammu. The range he showed was just, wow, it was breathtaking. He wasn't just telling jokes, he was becoming these completely different people right in front of our eyes.
And the judges? Oh, they were absolutely floored. They were praising the writing, the performance. They basically just came out and said, Kapil, you stole the show today. They knew they were watching a master at work.
And the score showed it. A perfect 20 out of 20. Bam! So, after just the first round, Kapil and Parvathy had jumped out to a 2-point lead. The pressure was now all on the satirists to catch up. But hold on, it wasn't over yet. There was one last round to go, a musical parody round. This was it, the final opportunity for both teams to play to their strengths and try to win over those judges one last time.
And true to form, both teams really leaned into what they do best. Kapil delivered this blistering Qawwali performance, but instead of being devotional, he used it to roast everybody, the judges, the network, you name it. Meanwhile, Krishna and Sudesh put on this hilarious musical skit about a celebrity doctor. Two very different approaches, but both really, really strong.
And that was it. The performances were over. The scores were all being tallied up. After a whole season of competition and 2 super intense final rounds, it all came down to this one single moment. So this was the ultimate question, right? In this huge clash of comedic styles, was the sharp blade of satire going to win, or would the sheer power of versatility take home the crown? When they finally revealed the combined scores, wow, was it close. Krishna and Sudesh finished with a massive 52 points, an incredible score. But Kapil and Parvathy just squeaked by, finishing with 56, a victory by just 4 points. That's it. And with that, it was official. Kapil Sharma and his partner Parvathy were crowned the winners. After that epic final, their incredible versatility had triumphed. So in his victory speech, holding the trophy, Kapil was obviously emotional.
And the very first thing he said was, "First of all, I want to thank my mother." He credited her blessings and her support for him even being able to stand on that stage. It was just a really humble, poignant end to a spectacular night.
And that really leaves us with one final thought. We all know Kapo Sharma would go on to become one of the biggest, most influential comedians in Indian history. So when you look back, was this the night it all started? Was this one victory, this one perfect performance, the actual launch pad that shot a superstar into orbit? That's something to think about.